Hello everyone, today we're going to build a Flechette Launcher, and from Star Wars. It is a gun, and if you don't know how it looks like this. So, the first step is to bring in this shape, the polygon, and let's move it 90 degrees. Now, let's increase the shape and then turn it this way. So about here is good. So now let's bring a whole box and increase it to about right over the corner or the edge. So let's take this and so now we have this shape. Let's bring this down and up. This is good enough. Now let's bring this shape, so box, bring it all the way to the top. So let's see the dimensions. 71. So let's make this smaller. So let's decrease this. 55. Okay, let's make this 56 to 81. To 81, and let's align this. This back to the middle. Okay, so let's zoom in here. So let me bring this up and just check if there's no space. I don't think there is. Let's group and check. Nope, there is space. 0.1 and bring this up by about there. Let's group. Let me recheck. Now let's check. Yep. And so now that we have this, let's bring this up. Let's undo that and duplicate. And let's turn this 180 degrees. Move this down to about there and group. Yep, good. And now let's group all of this to get this shape. Now let's bring it back to about here. Now let's press shift, move this down. So now that we brought it down, let's press Command D, so to duplicate, or Control D, or up there, and move this down by pressing shift and drag. Now let's bring this out. Let's use one, and no, a bit too big. Wait. Now let's align this until that, yes, and then let's make this a hole, move this back down there, and group. Now we have this. So now let's bring in this shape, so the cube, and let's turn this. Now this time let's keep this the sides at about 8. Now let's bring this in, increase the size, increase the size, and put it in here. Increase it up to there. Yep. Now we duplicate this, and there. Yep. We bring it out. Now let's select these two and duplicate, and group. Now we duplicate and move it down. Yes, and now let's take this, put it in the middle. Now we will group all of this and up. So like in the middle, and yep, that looks pretty good. Let's take all of this and make it black. Take all of this and make it gray, dark gray. So now let's work on like the tubes in the middle of the gun. So let's take this, move this back. So it's pretty easy. Just bring a cylinder, move it like this, side 64. There, so like outside to about like 50, I guess. Let's make it 51. Now let's duplicate this, move it to the side, make it a bit bigger. Move it all the way to the end. Make this smaller. Make it this size for now. So now let's make this gray. Let's make this black. And then we duplicate this, move it to the side, make it small, put it at this color, then we duplicate this again, put this at this side, make it small. Then we take this, duplicate, make it really small, and then finally this, duplicate at the same size. So now that we've got this, oh wait, we were supposed to make it black, so black and black. And let's take these shapes, duplicate them, and move it to the other side. Let's press mirror over here, M, and move it to the other side. So now it's equal. And then, yeah, let's align this. So let's make all of these shapes align. Then here, middle. Yep. Let's make this a bit thinner. Yep. That's aligned. Okay. And now let's make this a bit longer. And now we need to add a box. Down there. Make it small. Yep, about 3. Bring it up inside. Let's cut it. So that may be too much. So maybe about there. Now we align this. Align. Now we duplicate this to the other side. Yep, to about there. And now let's group all of this. Now take this color and change it to multi. So now we get this like cool thing over here. So now let's put this here. Make sure it's touching. Make it smaller. This may duplicate this and move it here. So now let's take these two shapes and group. Now and then we just keep it here and duplicate. Okay, so let's bring this down. Now let's check. Let's select all of this and press here. Yep, pretty good. Let's bring this down. Yeah, so now let's select these two and group. Now let's align all of this. And now bring this again. Duplicate, make it small, about there, yeah. And move it all the way to the end. There, yep. Let's select all of this, make it like about 205 or just a bit smaller. Now select all of this, just move it here. Now let's bring this, a wedge, and move it in. Let's turn it around to 90 degrees and put it there. So about 85. Now bring in a box, so yep, perfect size, and move this to about 85 again. Now let's group both of these, make the color dark gray, and then mirror it to about there. Bring this up to 20. Then put it directly on top. Now let's align. Yep. Make it a bit thicker. Now let's align again. Yeah, and now let's work on the handle. So let's bring this up, move this back. So let's bring in a box, bring it, like make it bigger, about like 34, and like turn it. It was maybe a bit too much, but it's okay. Yep, this is good. Now maybe a bit bigger to about 76. Now we select all of this, we move it back. Oh, almost forgot, this needs to be all the way at the end. There, yep, perfect. This, that, and so this, we need to duplicate this, make it smaller, bring it out, bring it out, and then align. Align these two, make it up here. Let's make this a hole. Bring it to about there. Now we take this, we duplicate it, we move it to the other side. let's take, wait. Now we take all of this, group it over here, group. Now we have this shape. Wait a minute, what? Now let's take all of these shapes, align, and now let's just increase this a bit. Yep. Now we have completed the Flechette Launcher. Thank you for watching.